Broadcasting out of San Francisco, this time, it's kicking the door! Boop, 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 boop. Hey everybody, it's kicking the door.
Whoa.
We're going to play some D&D on the internet.
Yeah.
We're going to look into cameras and look at each other and be baffled by both things we see.
Oh no, it's terrible.
And my lighting's going to continue to be creepy and weird.
Yeah, that's just part of the show.
But yeah, that's just kind of how my lighting always is.
It's not lighting. It's just
My skin is a weird Simpsons yellow oftentimes.
I mean,
welcome everyone. We're some nerds and we like to play D&Ds.
Yeah.
All right. So this game takes place in the fictional world ish of a post-apocalyptic land known as Alafor. We have a party of adventurers who are on a quest to kind of figure out what's happening with the mists of Leith. This is normally an environmental hazard that causes people to forget if they get caught in it. They lose all memories, including how to take care of themselves, and they eventually just waste away because they just kind of sit there. Anyway, it is normally kept at bay by a vine called ayahuasca, which is also the main element in a drug called DMT, for any chemists out there. But somehow the Leith was allowed to get into a settlement, and the adventurers are tasked at finding out how that happened. They followed a few leads. They traveled across Alafor, hither and yon, using a young Cambion boy by name of Mose as a divining rod, as their magic advisor had instructed them. And they are currently on the road. They were currently on the road north to the Six-Sided Sea, another oddity of the land. And they stopped off at a place pointed out to them on the map by a goblin named Wadger. And they discovered a old, long-forgotten robot factory that apparently had been infested by rust monsters and restless robot ghosts are haunting the area, asking for someone to be able to put them at rest. So the adventurers find themselves deep in... Oh, actually, no, they took a short rest, camped outside to avoid further creepiness and spooks. And so we find them probably around 8 p.m. because when they got here it was about 6.
That's getting real spooky. Is it standard?
They also picked up a half-goblin barbarian woman by the name of Tane, who has antlers that like to play lightning off them when she goes into battle. And she currently is on watch as the little boy Mose snores wistfully in the back of Delwyn's wagon cart thing. And so we pick up right there. What would you guys like to do? You folks.
We solved
you
the
peeps.
We solved the answer. We did it. Oh, you missed that. You didn't catch that
roll to solve the answer. Okay. You automatically fail.
Well, hold on now.
And that's not a 30, so you're a fail.
Well, hold on.
You're a failed.
Hold on. 30, you said.
Use all your luck.
Yeah. Okay, this one... this one's got 30.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
14.
Okay.
Halfway there.
All right.
It goes.
One more. 1. Okay.
And
I super didn't solve it. We'll never solve it.
You lose inspiration.
Yeah.
Joke's on you.
all right. So let's what is I'm just gonna move from left to right on the screen. What is Scofa doing at the moment?
Wait, I'm on the left. I am. Well, we're all resting, obviously. So I was deep in meditation, regaining my key.
We had a key to this place this whole time?
Yeah. I was key in the wagon.
I'll
key my wagon. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm coming out of a blissful meditation and looking around.
refocusing your cybernetic eye.
Yeah. Do I have any with my cleared vision and whatnot? Do I sense anything else unusual? I just kind of get a sense of the thing.
You can roll a perception test.
Okay. Cool. If I sense any robo ghosts or anything. Perception is an 18.
Yeah. Every now and then, they're not like fully manifested, but every now and then you kind of catch just like a shimmer of a glimpse of one just barely outside the door.
Okay. Am I still getting a feeling and of any electricity or anything?
Yeah, there's a definite hum still coming off the place.
Okay.
So there's like a power core we need to disable in there, maybe.
Or there's some kind of powering going on to this place for sure. All right. So Sora.
Sora's patching himself up the best they can. Bandages.
Okay.
Taking care of the wounds. And getting ready for another delve into this dungeon.
Is there any ritual that Sora kind of does for themselves when they're in uncertain surroundings, or are they kind of just like excited about this new concept?
Sora's rather excited
place.
about this, but there's also fidgeting with the book.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing if they can figure something out. Like, if there's any mention of
Was it one of the new books or that old tablet that you found?
the old tablet.
Okay. All right. Cool. And Doan.
Delwyn is making sure they have a good fire going
Okay.
for when we go back down there. I don't want to leave them without a good bit of light and fire.
Sure. So again, you guys are in kind of low grasslands, just about, I don't know, a mile to maybe half a mile east of the hills of Ganok, which you had decided not to travel directly through because it sounded too threatening.
The Noki Hills.
So, yeah, you don't have to worry about. It's pretty easy to clear a place and make a fire. And what about you, Fender?
Chilling. Just regaining
Just
my not lost hit points.
standing steadfast and watching out.
Yeah, looking for more ghosts, seeing if I can intuit anything from the moans and whispers, any heads up, pro tips, things to be on the lookout for when I'm down there.
Sure.
I probably would also have been teaching Mose how to maintain a good fire.
Okay. Well, he's asleep at the moment. Do you want to wake him up to teach him, or?
Yeah, wake up, lazy bones.
Now let him sleep.
Okay.
That rascal.
Yeah, yeah. Even though Tane seemed like a little like confused about like you're actually being led around by this 10-year-old boy who like supposedly is kind of gonna give you some kind of mystic insight into where to go. She has seemed to warm up to him a little bit, and she does. She's like watching over him. Partly also though because she had been told that her path and yours would intersect, and on her personal quest she would help find some assistance. Nice twirling there. Okay, so with your selves regained through your moment of respite, you recollect your inner strengths and your objects of war and defense, and head back down in. Is that true? Yes.
Yeah, I refasten my coverings over all my metal bits.
Sure.
Yeah.
Make sure it fits. Yeah.
Remember, for those that have not taken damage, you still have aid. So you still have the
Temporary hit points. Yeah.
that lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah, no, I lost that.
Yeah, you got hit a couple times.
Yeah.
You did.
Stop looking like the monster.
Well, yeah. So that you guys head back in, and again, after the initial stairway that leads down into the main kind of assembly room with the robot corpses and the non-functional assembling stations, as well as the kind of assembly line track that runs down the middle, you guys pass through. There's a few, again, like kind of infant
Bodies.
rust monsters kind of scurry away out of the light,
Jeez.
looking for hiding places.
It's like infant bodies. That's pretty
And
good.
you pass into that kind of tea section, and off to the left, there's that kind of acrid smell of mucus, dried mucus, and there's a bit of like an electric acidity to the air as well in that area. You can taste in the air kind of that battery-ish kind of rust taste, like a little bit like blood, but a little more acrid.
So you could say that there's a real electric feel.
Sure,
Shock me like an electric eel.
maybe. Although, like, there's no water, really. It is. There was a little bit of moisture outside because of the late night and the season of autumn, but other than that,
So is
pretty
that where
pretty
we-
chilly.
Yeah, was that where we searched last time? Was off to the left?
No, you had gone off to the right and encountered the Grimlock.
Okay, but I thought after that people were like searching through some kind of rubble or something and finding stuff.
You did find in the beyond the area where the Moloch had Grimlock had camped out, there was a collapsed tunnel, and you
Okay.
found a bag with some.
That's
Some
what the
goodies
tunnel
in
is. Okay. So off to the left, it just kind of crumbles, or is there another door down there?
No, it looks like there was a door at one point, but only kind of. So it was double doors, but only one of them is still remaining, and it's barely hanging on, partially held in place by this kind of stinky resin.
Mm.
Think aliens.
Right. Did any of us make any kind of survival any check on that, or?
Not that I remember.
You had determined that the large rust monster that you guys went toe to toe with was in fact a male.
Right.
And so you suspect that as you go deeper into the tunnels, you will probably find the roost or the like kind of spawning ground of the female.
Okay. So we think this.
Now, are they flammable?
No more than any other beastie.
Hmm.
I don't think did we use the oil yet? 'Cause I gave
No,
you a
we
flask
still
of
have
oil. I don't think
You
we
were-
used it.
I think you were at some point you were fighting something with torches.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, I
not,
was fighting the small one.
but not the oil.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so we still have a flask of oil. That'll make it a lot easier.
hmm
Uh,
I mean, the you could do. I suppose you could do a test if someone could sneak ahead and try and tear off a piece of resin and see if it's flammable.
Okay.
I could hit the resin from here.
yeah. let's do that.
The thing with that is the way kind of it's laid out, and it's kind of a web-like pattern. There's a chance if it is flammable, it would go up and it would create it would destroy anything in there. So that might take care of the monsters,
That's
but
fine.
anything else that's in there would also probably be ruined,
I'm gonna try mage hand it.
and it's gonna be making a lot of smoke.
Here we go.
Well,
You gonna make it mage hand a chunk?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let's just have you roll your. Let's see. Yeah, roll a charisma.
Okay. 21 total.
Nice. Yeah. You tear away a little piece that's I guess like 5 pounds because at this point that's how the limit of your mage hand. But you pull it back. It's a good sized chunk, probably size of a forearm.
Hmm.
Right, I'll test a little flame on it.
Little resiny strands
forearm.
Here, lick
coming
it.
off of it.
No.
Look
Yeah.
at.
Let's see what flammable first.
But wait,
But you love
you
eating
eat rotten
stuff.
things.
Yeah, that doesn't really look like food.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so how do you want to test it?
Take a little piece off of it and
Mhm.
just light it with a torch.
Just light it with a torch, just
In
like
your
that.
hand, in your bare hand.
Uh,
Why don't you use the mage hand?
just grab a little scrap, put it at the end of the scrap, and
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
No.
No. Okay.
Can I use protection?
No. Unfortunately, in this case, you cannot.
You stick your shit.
So it starts slow, right? You're like, oh, okay, it might be flammable, and then it hits a point where like the flame kind of flashes. It goes directly into blue, and then the fumes just kind of hit you in the face, and you take 3 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And that was
but
from
it-
just
but
a
it-
little
but
pea
it-
size.
No, that's just like it's continuing to burn, so you can kind of.
No, I just did a little.
Oh, you took
took a
tore
little
a piece
piece
off.
off of it.
Oh, okay. Then let's say just 1 point then.
Okay. Well, let's not do that.
Or
So is it edible?
Is it? I mean, you don't look so good.
yeah, what
No,
about
no.
what about now that it's burned?
yeah.
No.
So yeah, Delwyn is like has to cough a little bit. And,
Okay.
Just spicy.
Yeah.
All right, so that spell is off the table. Do I think Sacred Flame would light it? That's radiant, not fire. If I were to use another creature around
Sacred
it.
flame, radiant damage is more like a laser. So you would like burn holes in it, but not necessarily set it on fire.
All right, well, let me get another piece of it. I just want to make sure I can kind of use it
Okay.
in the. Well, no, I think I have to use Sacred Flame on a creature, so that won't work.
I'd let you roll a check to try and do it.
So I'm going to put the piece far enough away, like 5-10 feet away. and
So
I'll
you
do
can
it.
you can roll wisdom without proficiency.
12.
Okay. Yeah, your control just isn't fine enough yet.
Yeah, we'll mark that one off
You
anyway.
missed.
We'll do that.
You didn't hit it. It was right there on the ground.
It it's more that it's not so much that you missed. It's more that like you focus and you push the kind of like psychic magic energy like through, and it just kind of like flashes at your fingertips, but it doesn't strike the object.
I'm gonna blast with my eye beam. See what happens.
Burn an ID?
Okay. I don't remember. Do you do fire damage or radiant damage with it?
Well, it's a laser, so I don't think you said. I don't know. I can look it up.
Probably a little bit of fire damage.
I think it's just laser damage.
Okay, then we'll call it radiant.
I think-
So are you like shooting the chunk?
Well, if there's a smaller piece, I guess I could try that.
I'll just roll the chunk out away from you on the ground. I'm like, here, have fun.
A
Step
little-
away.
The little glob made
A
a
lot.
decent thing, so
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll pull off a chunk and then try to shoot it.
Okay. How far away do you want to put it?
I mean, I'll just put it down below me and I'll shoot it and then try to pull away.
Kind of same size, like pea size, or a little bit bigger? Like I think you probably just broke up like a thumbnail size piece or something like that.
Yeah, I might need it a little bigger so I can hit it. I'm assuming
Sure.
like a quarter size or something.
Yeah.
I stepped
Okay.
back
So
a
I'll go and
little
roll hit it.
Okay.
I stepped away.
So everyone step back.
While they're doing this,
5.
5. You just miss it.
Well,
can I look in the cave
continue, I guess.
Can you look in the cave?
or the tunnel? area?
Sure. Yeah. It goes about 15 feet kind of forward, and then it kind of arcs off to the from your perspective to the north, I guess.
Okay. So is it just filled with the webbing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you can actually see kind of leftovers kind of stuck to the wall, like half-eaten robotic limbs.
It's messed up, man. Is there like a boulder we can push in front of this door?
There's some like non-functional machinery you might be able to block the door off.
They can go through the machinery.
That's true. So you do notice that they're not eating like entire robots
Oh, that's
because they only there's leftovers. Some of the plastic parts are still there. Yeah, some of the wiring.
good. The carbon fiber parts.
We might be able to save some of this stuff. If you make like a little fuse,
That
you
bomb.
can put that stuff together and
Oh, it does say fire.
It does.
Yeah, that I missed. So
Okay. Well, good for you then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys want to go down the death tunnel here, or what was on the other
Not when
side?
you call it that. Can we call it something else?
So I guess
The robot consumption room.
Okay, sure.
radiant is more electromagnetic as opposed to the laser, which is fire, heat. So you still have that nimbus on your spells, but like it's which is like the neon light.
Just trying to decide if it's worth risking using it in there around that stuff or
Hallway
not.
of fatality pain.
Well, we told the
What is that way?
robot ghosts we would do this, so
That's true.
Yeah, I guess that's
Haunted hallway.
probably where
That's good.
our journey, our destiny
Something
leads
where
us.
we flesh flake and
Maybe we should
bodies.
go ask Mose.
No, that's not it. Ask Mose? No,
Nice.
he's sleeping.
I'll get a unseen servant going again so it can carry a lantern for me.
Sure.
It's covered in lantern, right?
Yes.
Not an open flame. Okay.
Both.
Do you send him in first or
No. I want to have
you shield up?
a free hand for the shield,
Sure.
but I still have the bullseye in the
Sure.
other hand.
So you have the unseen servant just kind
Just holding, carrying a light behind me.
of behind you. Okay.
Maybe just kind of holding it up.
So are we switching marching order at all, or
Well, I don't know. I mean, we want the fighters in front, but we're also metallic. So, how wide is the hallway?
it starts out unless you start tearing down resin, it's single file.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You want to sneak ahead or?
I can take a look.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Sora will sneak in.
Go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
All right. 12.
Okay.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
Well,
Quiet to me.
luck. How far do you want to go in?
Let's see. Vacancy. The light goes out 60 feet.
120.
120.
You quickly find that the resin creates kind of a kaleidoscopic effect.
Ooh.
So although it's lit up, it's somewhat disorienting.
Ooh. 60 feet and head back. I'm like,
Okay, so there are like I don't know. You move in 15 feet. There's a squiggly turn. You move in another 15 feet. There's another squiggly turn. You move in 30 more feet, and then it kind of opens up into a little bit larger chamber, but you have to kind of crawl up a bit.
okay.
And it looks like it overlooks a larger chamber, and you can feel a lot of moisture in this room.
Okay.
It's humid, even though it's normally cold outside. The kind of acidy, kind of acridness of the air is much thicker in here, and you can see pocked along the walls of this kind of largish chamber are kind of honeycomb-like areas. Every once in a while, you see a little squirming of what can only be a rust monster larvae.
All right.
Hatchery.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back.
Okay.
Guess what I found?
What's that?
I found its lair.
Did you find it?
No,
No. No.
but there's a whole bunch of little rust monster babies in the walls.
The bottom of the chamber also kind of shimmered, so you assume it was some kind of liquid.
Okay.
Well, do we think lighting it on fire will really make this inoperable, or?
I mean, I suppose we could light it on fire and head outside till the fire goes out, but
Man,
Yeah, who knows how long that'll be.
wait,
Yeah.
if a small chunk generated that much gas, looks around.
yeah.
I don't know if we'd outrun that much gas.
Well,
No, but we could do it on like a time delay. Take a candle,
Okay.
So it burns down to a certain point, and that's where it would
Get the oil.
light the other stuff. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Or put your unseen servant in there.
It has to stay within 60 feet of me.
Well, you got 60 feet head start.
But yeah, if you just take an oiled cloth, kind of cut the candle in half, put it back together, let it burn down to that
Make
point,
your-
and
make
it would
yourself
make a little
a
fuse.
Timer
Yeah.
fuse thing. Yeah. So that's definitely a possibility.
But
Why don't we check out the rest? Why don't we check out the other side?
so how big is this tunnel? Like, I'm assuming this is how big the mother is, but maybe not. I don't know. Is it medium sized? Or we can stand
Instead
up
of
in
single
it?
file.
Yeah. Well, if you cleared out the resin, it would probably be 7 or 8 feet from side to side. But it's kind of thick on the sides,
Yeah.
sticking out at some points, and like, so yeah, at least of that first part, it doesn't really open up until you kind of reach the other chamber,
So judging
and the ceiling is maybe 6 feet.
the nail that we saw, it could fit through this.
If it's squeezed, yeah.
Okay, so if it was bigger than that, it wouldn't be able to fit. So maybe it won't be able to chase us out if we need to make an escape.
Medium.
So that's something.
Maybe we could just lure it out and fight it out here.
No, I mean I don't think it can get out
Mm,
if it's bigger than this hole here.
Well,
Well,
I mean-
so our choices are go in or
yeah. Or go.
bomb it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
Votes go in. Who votes bomb?
Well, if there's anything in there, it'll probably get destroyed.
Yeah.
Probably nothing in there.
Well,
Except for maybe some of your robot buddies.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
They might still be alive,
I'm not thinking about
trapped
that.
in the resin walls,
The ghost would have
waiting
said
for
something.
rescue.
What is with your dark attitude? Oh, maybe there's pages in there. Let's blow it up then.
I vote go in and run if necessary.
yeah. I think
I'm saying don't blow it up. I'm saying what if there's living
Nope. Next page we find.
machines?
Let's burn it.
Wow.
Well,
Team player, robot, team player.
they're metal pages. I don't.
Quiet, you.
All right. So the seems like the consensus is to try and get in there.
Head boldly into our death.
Okay. So let's have everyone who doesn't have a dexterity of 14 or higher.
Woo! It's me.
Yeah. Me too.
14.
14. All right. You're going to try and you need to try and kind of maneuver around the resin so as to not to get stuck to it.
Okay.
So just roll me a d20 and let's use whichever you like of perception or insight.
Acrobatics.
Use insight.
Yeah, you can use acrobatics.
Actually, perception is better.
Well, all right, there you go.
I'll do that.
Oh,
9.
9 as well.
Okay, so who was in front?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm probably
and then
second.
all right. So let's
I am a
say
wee little man.
yes, you are a wee little man.
Tripped.
But the place is a little bit irregular, so okay. So you actually don't get caught up until like right before it opens up, and you are in line. You're just kind of like, you're like, oh, he got caught, and then it was that split second that like caught you too.
All right, so Fender gets through, and then I'm stuck.
So Fender is like just as the mouth of where it opens it up,
Okay.
and then you get stuck.
All right.
So you can kind of feel like it. It almost like feels as though it's like
Grabbing.
grabbing. I mean, it couldn't be because it's not like moving, but like it feels like affixed to your clothing at least, and you can feel it like start to soak through the cloth.
All right, so I'm flurry of blows trying to get it out.
Okay. So go ahead and okay. So roll me 3 more checks
Okay.
of the same ilk.
All right. You just want the highest one?
No, I need to know what each of them are.
Okay. So 10,
Uh huh.
17, and 18.
Okay. So you only get a little bit more stuck.
Okay. And just gonna keep one, I guess.
You break off a few pieces, but you find that like all the movement and like trying to beat it up and not avoid it
Yeah.
has just affixed you like more to it. So now you're like kind of awkwardly got like
Okay.
whereas like before it had caught you by like the upper arm and the shoulder,
Yeah.
now like your upper thigh of that kind of same leg is also stuck.
Huh.
Now, am I stuck as well?
Yes.
And who was in front of me?
You were stuck
Me.
by the left arm.
I don't know, Sora, are you last or would you be after me?
That would be somewhere closer to the front.
Okay, so you're probably third and then you're last, probably.
That sounds right.
Alright, I said, well, this.
So is that my shield?
Acid.
That's
Um,
or
yeah.
further up the arm.
I mean,
It probably caught you like around the elbow, so it would be like if you let go of the shield, it'd be a little easier to get free. But
I stop for a moment and I try and figure out the best way to free myself without getting more stuck after
sure.
seeing his shenanigans.
Well, it is affected by fire.
Yeah.
Striking it with your hands is not a good idea.
I'm gonna have my unseen servant try and start pulling it away.
Nice.
Okay. Does the unseen servant have a strength score?
Like 2.
Yeah.
Who cares if he cares, I think.
Just a little bit by bit, just peeling off a tiny bit at a time.
Okay. So you guys see next to Dylan, he gives his servant a few instructions, and then you see little tiny fingernail-sized chunks being kind of flaked off of where it's caught him.
So, I think I'm gonna rub up my leg and try to do a boost of speed and just run out of
Okay.
there.
Okay. Give me a strength saving throw.
Okay. Okay.
And actually, let's everybody roll initiative.
Oh, come on.
All right. Ooh, 24.
Jeez.
Strength saving throw.
All right. So 20 to 25.
22.
20.
20. Jeez.
22.
15 to 20.
15.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay. Yeah. Okay. So Scofa, you kick it off.
Wait, no, I got a 3.
Oh, you got it. I think you said 24.
No, that was
25.
a strength save.
Yeah, mistake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I guess after everybody break out, or did I break out before?
No, you kind of initiated things, but like
Okay.
once things happening, you're
Maybe I'm like stumbling.
yeah. So the force of you pushing off and it breaking kind of like sends you kind of shoulder checking Fender and out into the chamber.
All right.
You may make a dexterity saving throw if you want to prevent yourself from falling.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Acrobatics? That's the same. 6.
Okay, so there's a splash.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is it deep?
It is about 30 feet down,
Jeez.
and
I fall 30 feet?
Wait, yeah.
yeah, into the water.
Oh, well, they
Yeah,
said
you
the
don't-
water was 30 feet.
You don't take any damage.
Oh, I thought I
Um,
just stepped in the pool. Okay, so I go off to the edge and splash into the water.
Yes,
Okay.
and it is brackish, so you can't really see anything. There's a kind of blackish green gold kind of goo, almost like an oil. You can feel it like kind of stick to your skin in the water. It's not burning or anything, but it doesn't feel good.
Okay.
It feels gross.
No fire. Please.
I think you said fire.
No fire.
Okay, Fender, you are first.
Is there a walkway for like normal adults?
You are kind of peering out. You can see that like if he had not like just pushed himself out, there's a kind of little not like staircase or ladder or anything, but it's rough enough and even enough that you could actually kind of climb down.
Pursue that path.
However, climbing up the sides of one of the walls is a male rust beastie, kind of just like 10 feet away from you.
Oh.
And he's kind of climbing towards the entrance. You can see another one lower down, also making its way up towards the tunnel entrance.
Well, I guess I'm gonna wait for it to come up and then bash it.
Okay.
Oh well, because I want to use my
Shield bash?
My shield bash. I can't do that on my.
No,
Can I delay it? Or does that knock me permanently down in the order?
No, you can't really. No, you can't really delay.
Well, I can't climb down to it, Stephen. All right, I'm just gonna protect.
Okay.
Shields up.
You just go defensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do the defend, so they have disadvantage against me or whatever.
Sure. Dodge action. All right. So that's Fender. Sora, you are next.
All right. Fell down into the liquid. Standing there at the edge.
They coming.
Yep. Didn't have my bow drawn. Draw my bow. And
Yes.
move over to the edge. Next to
I don't think you want to be next to me.
You can
Really?
you can still take a shot. Drawing your bow would be just be a free action,
Okay.
unless you had something else in your hand already. Yeah.
Okay. Fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So you step up to the edge next to Fender and take a pot shot. You can see one is 10 feet away and the other is 30 feet away.
All right. 10 feet.
All right.
They only have 2 feet.
R.
They have 4 feet.
Natural 20.
Nice. Kicking off the first combat roll of the night is a crit. Nice.
Woo!
Well done.
Don't forget that Eric fell off the thing. That was impressive, right?
Yeah, that was fun.
Regular damage. It's
No.
2 dice, right?
Correct.
Alright, so 11.
11.
Regular damage.
All right.
And sneak. And there's no sneak. Never mind.
No sneak in this case, no.
Should've
Okay.
been an assassin.
So you send an arrow into its carapace. It does a little kind of screamy hiss. Would you luck off with Fender?
Alright.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, 7.
16.
Okay. Make me a Constitution saving throw as it squeals
Oh dear.
at you.
Say. Ooh, natural 20.
Nice. You just shrug it off. Obviously it's a high pitched kind of squeal and you feel it like deep in your inner ear. There's an ache, but like you're like fight it off.
You got some dunk in there.
You got some Dragonborn gunk in there. Okay. So it's turn. All right. Cool. So the one that is closest scrambles up and tries to get its mandibles on Fender
Disadvantage.
at disadvantage. Yeah, I'm gonna say it actually kind of loses its footing and kind of just like tumbles into the water.
Awesome. Does it take any damage?
No,
You sure?
doesn't take
Did
any
you check?
damage. I don't have to. And the second one comes up from the other side and tries to get its mandibles on Sora.
No.
Told you.
That's not going to do it either, but it doesn't slip. It just gets. It seemed to be like twitching its little antennae and kind of trying to focus on your quiver.
Okay.
Smelled your arrowheads, but it didn't get its mandibles on you. Okay, Delwyn, you're up.
Right. I am going to bless the three of us, since I can't see you down there, sorry.
Bless the three of us.
A little warm glow.
Sure. And you only
Comes
need
out.
one hand on your medium symbol to do that, so that's fine.
And I'm going to try and extricate myself a little further.
Okay. You can do acrobatics, I guess. Just kind of squirm out.
Maybe athletics?
I'm going to try and luck my way out.
You're trying. Okay. So you spend a luck.
Nice.
So 18.
So okay, so this is the first time we use that for that. Substitute a luck roll for any other d20 roll. Any other roll d20 can't be substituted luck roll. However, proficiency bonus is never added. Additionally, when rolling luck in this manner, disadvantage and advantage never apply. Always a straight roll based on the current luck score. So what'd you get?
So 14. So
14?
Yeah. I have an 18 luck. No, so I had my +4 for luck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 18.
18. Okay, so cool. Yeah. You. So I'm gonna see your shield is still attached, but you kind of like wiggle out of your sleeve, and you're no longer stuck.
Nice.
And that, call that around. That's it.
Okay. Scofa, you are effectively blind until you kind of reach the surface. You're not even really sure how far under the water you are, but you're a beefy boy. You have a good constitution, so you're not in danger of like drowning anytime soon.
Okay.
But I suspect your instinct would be to surface.
Yeah. Do my robotic arm and leg float still?
Uh,
Or just leg and eye? Yeah. This was leg.
That's a good question. It makes you a little bit heavier, but you're not. I'm going to say you're not any less buoyant.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just let me go for the surface.
Okay. So let's have a survival roll.
Survival. Yeah. 20.
Nice. All right. You surface, and you see just across from you, 6 feet away, is one of the kind of males kind of scrambling where it's trying to kind of like right itself. They're a bit like pillbugs or turtles in some respects. So it's kind of like squirming around the water, trying to get its footing again so it could climb back up and get a feast. But it sees you kind of surface, kind of turns around. Doesn't have any action left to attack you, but it definitely sees you there.
Okay. So, Jesus, what do I see from here? Just the cliff, or do I see?
So the chamber goes out further than your vision. But in the center, you can see semi-pulsing mass of organic material that seems chitinous. So that's about 60 feet out from like the kind of shore-ish area where you were currently like 5 feet away from.
Okay.
You see the walls, as far as you can see, every 5 to 8 feet are kind of pocked with kind of like a honeycomb kind of thing,
Okay.
where you see vaguely something squirming around inside. And you see a number of another kind of males kind of crawling around on the walls.
Number? Ah, okay.
Within sight, you probably see 4 of them.
Okay.
Although 2 of them looks like it would take more a round or 2 to get to you guys.
Okay. Well, if I start move, I'll make my way to the shore.
Okay. Do you try to want to avoid the one that's trying to get up to the tunnel?
The one that is trying to climb up.
Yeah. So like there's kind of the pool area, and then it's kind of like a tapered kind of rough climb up about 30 feet to the tunnel that kind of like overlooks the broader area.
Is it just all water on the bottom?
On the bottom, it seems to be all kind of water with a
there's no
kind of
points.
very thin kind of shoreline, like 3 feet or so.
Oh.
Yeah. So I guess I can start going up and make my way around it.
You could, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a little slippery, so let's have you make a dexterity saving throw to kind of keep your footing and not fall back in the water.
Okay. Well, actually, I have. Well, mobile says my dash is unimpeded by difficult terrain, but I guess I'm not dashing, so maybe it doesn't apply.
No, I'd say that it applies to a certain set of like sure-footedness. So
Okay.
yeah, you could use that,
Okay.
especially since you have the kind of leg spike that you could use to like assist you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so you start making your way along.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So back around to Fender.
Sits in my face.
There's one right up in your face. Yes.
I'll take a slap at it.
Okay.
Slap. No,
You heft your mighty axe. I believe you're blessed. Yeah. No,
didn't matter.
lower.
Yeah, and unless 11 hits.
11 does not hit. No.
Use my bonus action though
Ooh.
to
Go for the shield bash.
go for the shield
Yeah,
bash.
go
Is
for
that
it.
strength or
Mm-hmm.
cool? Stink City, huh?
Just not doing great, huh?
Do I get the plus for that? Probably not. If I do, it's 14. If I don't, it's 10.
14 hits. Yeah. So it needs to make strength saving throw, right?
Sure.
Well, it's a shove attack, so.
Oh, that's right. We're using athletics. So if that's any higher, then you can use that. I don't. It's probably the same as your attack, but
Oh, then it would be 16.
cool. All right.
Plus 6.
So it's gonna do. It does not have acrobatics, so it's gonna attempt to do some kind of athletic-y thing. But that's not gonna do it.
Yeah.
So you knock it back, and it kind of tumbles back into the water. Sploosh.
Okay.
Cool.
More for you, Scofa.
Hey, Scopa, how does that taste? Does it taste oily?
I don't know. Did I taste it?
Yeah, you probably got a little bit in your water. I mean, a little bit in your mouth,
Yeah.
in your boca.
If it's
How to describe it?
Should I?
Like a raw egg.
Yeah, gross.
Okay. I don't know. The raw egg, maybe.
does that sound flammable?
It does not. I mean, raw eggs are flat. You cook them and make cooked eggs.
I'm just saying, if the spiders or whatever, the rust monsters are coated in this potentially flammable liquid.
That is a thought.
Well, I think we don't want to use fire though.
Right?
Well, but they're not in there. I mean,
That stuff is kind of all over the place.
Sora, you're up.
Okay.
says I got swimming in it.
Disengage from the one I'm.
Is that
melee with
is that your
right now?
drink right there?
Ooh, this one?
The
Oh, I think it's off
Can.
camera. Is it?
Not off
I
camera?
mean, you can have it. We don't have to worry about.
It's
I mean-
empty though, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure. No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
Thought you needed it.
Okay, so am I still engaged in melee with that one?
No. Fender knocked it back into the water,
Okay.
so you can see two of them.
All right. Now shoot one.
All right. Same one you actually hit before.
Yep.
Cool.
I have plus. So I got a D4 now.
Because it rolled away, the first one critically failed. Would I have gotten an AO on that?
Didn't even need it.
Nice. 24
Sure.
hit.
Okay.
That's 12 hits.
No.
No, you have a D4.
15.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. This is, the first one that fell, I should have done an AO on. So take a 8.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Zora?
24 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage.
By the piercing damage.
It looks
Very nice.
wrecked. Looks like it's barely hanging on.
All right.
Sure, did you ever think about your character talent like this?
No, thank you.
Very nice.
Yikes.
No,
All right.
thank you.
Okay, Dylan, you're up. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The BC's
I
turn.
also get a pet bear.
My wife. Can this be the Borat?
So the two of them crawl back up and attempt to munch on Fender again.
Oh. Are you sure?
No, sir. You have the fun shield action.
I also
They
have
just
the-
can't get same. Oh, but your
Fun.
shield is metal.
But I have the fun riposte thing to do.
Did we cover the shield in anything? I don't remember.
Blood.
No, he was using one of those plastic police shields that you can
Yeah.
see through.
Yeah. I have a riot shield. That'd be really cool.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say because they rolled so low, it doesn't hurt your shield.
I'm gonna do a
I
riposte.
want you to do that
Sure.
then, will they?
So let's forget how this
We'll find
works.
out.
Use a reaction, expend one superiority die. Like a melee weapon attack. Okay.
Jeez.
Well, hold on. 7 plus 6 is 11.
No.
7 plus 6 is 13.
Just misses.
Dang.
So you need a 4.
Yeah.
And a 4.
4 and a 4. Math's hard.
It can be. Okay. Yeah. So you swing your axe wildly at it, but you too. Probably because the opening of the tunnel is like just a little bit shorter than you are, so you have to crouch. And so it kind of like it throws off your balance a little bit. Okay. That was those two. One kind of crawls down and tries to.
Wait, crawled up and then crawls back down?
No, there was two others. Remember, because
Oh.
he could see a total of 4.
Dang
I
I thought you forgot about this one.
one of them, since you're kind of moving out that way, one of them is close enough to kind of scamper towards you and try and get its mandibles on you.
Okay.
And that is a 14.
That is.
All right. So it's Petapalp's clasp on you,
Take a bite out of crime.
and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Munch, munch, munch.
Munch, munch, munch. Do, 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 do. Munch, munch, munch. Munch the scopa.
And I'm gonna do this to you guys before, but because you've covered your bits,
Yeah.
you can roll with advantage.
Okay.
It's a dexterity saving throw.
Awesome. Do I have advantage?
Yes, you have advantage.
Sweet. Oh, well, that's awesome. That's a 6.
Don't forget, wait, you're blessed, right?
No, it's not.
I couldn't
Oh,
see
he's not
it.
blessed.
Oh, okay.
Did you try rolling higher?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't think you did. It didn't seem like you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been practicing.
And conventionally, this normally happens to kind of weapons and armor.
Mm-hmm.
Row, Raggy.
But because okay, make a luck test to see if it hits your eye or your leg.
Alright. I don't know which is better. 11.
11. Let's say your leg then. And so until you are healed of this damage, you are minus 5 speed.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
It's still pretty fast.
Yeah, you're still pretty fast.
Yeah.
Okay. That's their turn. And Delwyn,
Can I see the ones by these two?
you can see those two. One is on death's door, and the other one is fresh as a daisy.
Okay. Well, I will go for a little electromagnetism with a little
Sure.
sacred flame.
Nice.
So Dex 14 on the more injured one.
Okay. That is not a success.
It'll take 6 radiant.
Okay, well, it had 3 hit points left. So again, there's that kind of neon outline, and it turns to ash.
Oh, I was hoping it would fall and knock the other one over.
I will. Yeah, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring up a spiritual weapon on the other one. And there's my D4. Yeah, AC 20 plus.
Yeah, it's...
And spiritual weapon does add your wisdom, yes?
To damage, no.
No, just straight D8.
I think just wait. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, wouldn't it be?
I think it's. Oh, I should have it.
I can't remember if it's level or wisdom. I think let's go with wisdom for now.
Well, +4 either way. It's in 4th level and have +4 wisdom, so 5 points.
Cool. 5 points. So your spiritual weapon / lantern kind of pulses at it and singes the creature.
D8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Cool. Right, yeah, and does a little squeal. Yeah, that sonic thing seems to only happen once. At least per combat. Okay. So that was Doan Scofa.
All right.
So there's one up in your grill,
Right.
trying to get chunks of your bod,
Okay.
Rockin' bod.
your Arkindi cyborg bod.
Rockin' Baja Lobster.
Yeah, reminds me, I gotta like update your pick at least to like give you a new eye.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's what you gotta do.
And so can I see everybody else or?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Let me see.
Just barely, probably. Yeah. Oh, because like at least you can see their silhouettes because Delwyn's still holding his light. So
Okay.
maybe not like super clearly, but you can tell where they are.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I was using the torches before, so I'm assuming I'm just using them as clubs now.
Yes. Now they are out.
Would have put them out. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have came in here with the flame.
No, that's a good point.
So I will just attack with the 2 clubs. The 2 of clubs. That was a natural one, so that's a miss.
Whoopsies.
And the other one is a 23.
Well, that one definitely hits.
All right.
And the other one slips out of your hand, flies up, and you 2 roll up now.
Not again.
Ah!
Friendly fire.
They're throwing stuff at us.
Again.
All right.
So using one of them as a club and then the other one's unarmed, right?
Right. Yeah, that's fine. Well then, I guess I should roll a d4 for instead of the 6 that I rolled. Damn, 4 points of damage.
Okay, that's something.
And then since I hit it, I can run away with no AOs, so I'll just get closer to everybody else.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you're gonna move back towards the opening. Okay, I thought you were moving outwards.
Moving outwards?
Yeah.
Well, I fell off the cliff and I was coming back out. Isn't there?
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I thought you were trying to explore more of the cave and like moving along the outside edge, not heading back towards the opening. But that's what you intended?
I was trying to get back to the groove. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fudge. All right. So maybe you just got a little bit turned around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'd be able to get back at least to the bottom of where they are, just like right just under them,
Yeah.
and like with the rest of your movement.
Okay. Cool.
Me.
Okay. Yeah. Next Fender.
Attack.
Hi-ya!
Beans. Man.
Magical fruit.
7 plus 6.
Just miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Okay. Shield action. Boom.
Gah! Oh, cool. There's the 18, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sploosh. Back into the water.
Now,
Yeah.
is any Sora, are you right next to me, or are you further back, or to the side?
I pictured you kind of both standing on the edge.
But that doesn't give Sora AO either, though.
No, because they don't have a melee weapon out.
I just have a bow.
Smack.
Though I believe in 5th edition, it doesn't matter what kind of weapon you have.
It's still unarmed attack, right?
You would you could
Or just
so you would
punch.
get an AO, but you'd just be at disadvantage because when it's leaving, it's considered to be in melee.
All right.
But I don't think forced movement can cause an AO.
Is it just for the one that
That's true.
forced it, or
Not for
That's
anybody.
forever.
That's a good point.
that's
I forgot about
dumb?
that.
Bad rule, Gary.
But don't blame it on Gary.
No, that's not Gary. Anyway, however, I let him do it, so I'm gonna let you do it once at least.
Yeah.
All right. So
Rule fudging.
disadvantage, but I also still
Take
have
that, Gary.
Wait,
Plus,
fudge.
right?
Where's the fudge?
Yeah, so,
All right. Lowest is an 11 plus 2 is 13 plus my normal bonus is 6. So
Yeah, that's definitely it.
yay!
This one of us did.
And it's this strike to be considered as it is leaving the
Yes.
okay. So do I get a sneak damage or no?
That's, I mean, I'm already bending the rules a little bit, so no.
Okay. Just checking.
Steven, you make the rules.
6 from the
Screw
die.
what Gary said.
All right.
So 10 total
Cool.
piercing damage.
Forget what
Nice.
Gary said, Steven. We can live on our own rules. We don't need
Let's
this
live-
dumb
yes.
forced AO thing.
Right? Gary didn't have
Just
anything.
remember this. If you do it to the monsters, the DM will do it to you.
Cool. Let's see them push me back with their shields. Did they take the shield feat? I don't think so.
They might.
There are monsters that have similar
No.
attacks.
Steven, come on.
Okay.
No.
No, I mean there already were.
Yeah.
Damn you, Gary.
Poor Gary. Okay, so that was whose turn? Bender's turn. Yeah, we were on a different round. All right, so back to Sora.
Yeah. All right. Pew. Yeah. I guess.
Pew
It's
pew.
not dead, so shoot
Yeah.
it again.
Give it another.
So you have higher ground now, right?
Anakin.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right.
Give up.
So
I have the high ground.
Yeah.
Needed that. Good. All right. So 18, 20, 24 to hit.
So if you have the advantages,
What's the Star Wars quote?
I think it is, but I was just thinking that. I just want to double check.
What's the Star Wars quote? Exactly.
It's higher ground advantage though, or plus 2?
Anakin, give
Oh.
up. What is it?
Oh.
You can't win.
I don't know.
Go on.
Yeah.
Finish it.
I have the higher ground.
Thank you. Now, Sora, say that in character.
Why? They don't understand me.
Saw it in the movie
Yeah.
once. Do it.
Once per turn, you can do an extra d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage on the attack roll.
All right.
Is
I was
higher
really
ground
hoping that
advantage?
Star Wars joke.
It is.
It is? Okay.
I have 2d6 damage now.
Nice.
Ah,
That's really good to know.
My Star Wars joke.
All right. Dang. All right. So 10 piercing and 7 sneak.
Cool. So 17 altogether.
17. Yes.
Yeah. You send it an hour halfway into its brain, so
Yay.
it just kind of curls up and and falls off back. No, sploosh. No, I was already in there,
Yeah.
so it just kind of like sinks.
Bug kebabs.
Did they do that thing that spiders do when they die in like movies and stuff, where it just
Like
flips
curl up
over?
their legs. No, it does not do that.
Oh, that's not fun.
All right.
But Sora had this high
It
ground.
says a single film as it goes down.
that was suck. I don't like that. All right. Delvin's next. Nope, the creature's next. So one is moving fast enough to catch up to you before you climb up,
Okay.
and another one is hot on your tail but still about 20 feet away.
Okay. So I'm moving at 50 feet. But it was, you can still catch up here.
50 feet,
Yeah.
even with the minus.
Yeah, I'm only 55.
Holy cow! All right, so no,
Okay.
no, that one. So that's your one is 10 feet away from you, the other is 20 feet away from you.
Okay.
Nice, good for you.
Yeah.
How is your speed so high?
Have some feet and
The feet he
So-
got added, give him 10 more
Oh,
movement.
cool.
yeah.
Did you get a third foot?
That's a different.
So yeah, his cybernetic leg gave him +5,
Yeah.
and then he got a feat to get 10 more,
And then
and he got the thing
monk
from
thing.
monk
Yeah.
to 10 more.
Yeah, third
So
leg
that's-
is a bard feat.
Pretty crazy.
Oh my.
Oof.
It's a third foot, not third leg.
All right. Anyway, so that's them. And Dylan, you're next.
Is there any room on the edge to get up there and take a peek down?
Well, you're the same height as Sora. I mean, yeah, you could kind of peek over, just put your hand on Sora's shoulder and like look over.
If I can see one,
Fire.
if I can see the one that's close to him, I'll
Close to Scofa?
Close to
Yeah.
me?
close to Scofa.
Yeah,
I
sure.
will hit it with
Yeah, you can see
the radiance.
Sure.
Probably too far for. So DC 14 Dex.
hmm
If it fails, it'll take 8.
Okay. It fails.
It's 8.
Okay.
And I will move the
Ain't it great?
hmm
spiritual weapon like 20 feet down
Okay.
so that it's a little closer. So next time
Sure. Yeah.
it'll be closer to them.
Cool.
And then I step back a tiny bit.
All right, Scof.
Okay.
Scof McGof.
I will do a little sling action as I'm running up. I still have some advantage still on my sling that I made.
It's true.
I
Yeah.
haven't used it much. I used it twice.
Yeah, except the hit.
All right, so
Compatriots.
here we go.
Oh, glad I stepped away from the edge.
Oh, wow. I've been working on this. So it is based on that. Okay. So 14
I think.
is it? Okay.
I think it's 14.
All right. For 7 damage.
Sling's one of those where like it could be either. Maybe I'm not sure.
What's that?
Sling.
He said something about the damage or something.
Range.
Range.
Yeah, it's not thrown, so can't be strength. Although there could be an argument for that, I think. Anyway, so what'd you get?
Okay. Well, I was adding strength to my damage. Is that not right? But you could no.
Yeah, no.
No. Okay. So it's just 4 then.
Okay, 4 damage.
And then I'll run up to catch up to everybody else.
Okay. So you're gonna you need to make an athletics roll to climb up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
not
it's
a
slick.
ramp. It's a,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, finding your footing on the way down is a little bit easier than
Okay.
up.
Well, I have the undefeated by difficult terrain. Is it?
This doesn't include climbing.
Doesn't include climbing. Okay.
No.
I didn't realize it was climbing. Okay. So.
Well, then what about his jump?
I mean, if you can jump up 30 feet.
No.
Not yet.
Is it lengthwise 30 feet or whatever that you can jump?
Yeah.
Okay. It's his length, but up.
I'll just
If you use your next upgrade on a leg, you could probably clear that.
All right. So what was it, Dex? You said?
Athletics.
Oh, athletic. Okay. All right. So 19.
19, sure, yeah.
Parkour.
Yeah, you climb up.
Sweet.
Parkour.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're So at the moment that there's not really why I'm gonna say you're prone behind the two of them or the three of them, I guess,
Okay.
because Dylan's up there now too.
Okay.
There's just not enough room to like stand once you get to the top.
Oh, once he gets there, though, I'm going to remind him, hey, don't touch the stuff there.
Oh, sticky stuff? No.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Hey, remember what happened last time?
Yeah, it was like a couple seconds ago.
Yeah.
Okay, Fender.
What are my options?
There are two at the bottom, on their way to climbing up.
Flip them
they're-
off. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Jump down and smash them.
It's probably gonna take them around to get to you.
can I do like a
A taunt.
Yeah, taunt, and then also defend or the dodge action. Come and get me a medal.
Sure, you can make a deception roll.
I mean, I am made of metal.
It's true. I mean, you tear off one of your sleeves, you could.
No. Deception, you say? Why, that's my highest skill. Not 12.
No, it doesn't.
Didn't pick
seem
up
to
on
do
that.
it. Didn't seem to do anything.
Shield at the ready.
Sure. Okay.
Riot shield. That's not a bad idea.
Not at all. Sora's next.
Okay, so I look down the edge and I see 2 climbing up. So,
The closest one to you is 40 feet away.
Okay, and since I have higher ground, I have advantage, right?
Mhm.
Do the Star Wars joke again. That really landed last time.
Oh. Something. I don't know. That's 9, that's 6, 15.
That hits.
Jeez. you know what the
Something,
roll.
something, the high ground, Anakin. That's the line.
Okay, 9 piercing plus 3 sneak, 12 damage.
Oh.
Ka-thunk.
And Sora kills another one.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Bug kebabs for everybody!
So this one doesn't fall into the water because it was like kind of climbing around the edge. It just kind of like slips down,
You're nice.
stops moving.
You could light that one on fire.
No fire.
All right.
I can't hear you over potential
Um,
fire.
So because they have 40 feet of movement, but the other one was 20 feet back.
So now it's 10 feet. Just like it's just kind of climbing up the side 10 feet from the entrance.
Your spiritual weapon you get there.
Is it back to me?
It is back to you.
All right. If I can sneak over and take a peek,
Mm-hmm.
move my spiritual weapon up to it first.
Sure.
So we'll do that.
Oh,
Oh, that's a 1. So that's a miss.
Okay.
it explodes.
There's no one down there to potentially hit, so you don't have to worry about that.
And DC 14 for 2 points.
Okay.
Dex.
Nope. 2 points. All right.
Then I'm going to bring the spiritual weapon back up to the top, and I'm going to scoot back.
Sure. Cool. All right. Shkofar.
Okay.
So right now you're prone.
All right. I will get up.
Oh no, half your movement.
Yeah. And so can I look over the edge, or I can use my mover rod to like kind of chunk into the wall so I can get a little bit more.
Sure. Why not?
I look over, is anyone climbing up? Or?
Yeah. There's one 10 feet from the entrance.
Oh, there is stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will hit that one with this thing.
Why?
Well,
Why put us all at risk?
I'm throwing it downwards.
Yeah.
Can't possibly hit you.
Bounce up off the ground.
Famous
hit
last
the
words.
Ceiling, you land on one of our heads.
Double
knock
ones.
us
I have double advantage. I'm throwing downwards. With my.
You have the high ground.
There's no double advantage.
Oh dear lord,
Sure.
seriously?
So what's that? What was that about? What was that about not hitting us?
Did I just say double ones?
No, it's not double.
It's not.
There's
One
one
and a
one.
four.
But, yeah. Okay.
But you had advantage though, so you don't.
Yeah.
You didn't critically
So,
miss.
all right. Roll 6.
Okay. Yeah. Just into the water. Plunk.
Hey, you missed.
Good thing that water's there to absorb it.
Right. Okay. Fender.
Man.
Just waiting.
Yeah, I'll wait until it comes up and I'll attack it when it comes up.
Okay. All right. Sora.
I still want to push
I
it
will
back in.
plink this one as well.
Okay. This one you do not have higher ground
Aw.
because it's kind of on the wall.
Oh. In that case, I'm going to wait for it to. I'm going to step back and wait for it to engage with Defender.
Fair.
Yeah, like no.
Look for an opening.
Yep.
Cool. All right. It moves forward.
Slap. What are the 5 fingers at the face? Slap.
Yep. That's a slap. Your axe scrapes along
Slap.
its hide.
11.
Nice. You actually like take a chunk of his shoulder chitin off.
Good.
Right.
Then you go.
Fire. 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 16.
Hits.
All right. Here comes the damage.
Slap.
7 and 11 total.
Okay. Still standing.
Oh, that's tough.
All right.
Go ahead and attack.
Now it's attack.
I guess it doesn't necessarily have to attack me.
It's gonna try and munch your shield.
Well, it's not me, I guess.
Although, actually, it's gonna try and munch you, but its antennas brush your shield. So we need to make you an addition.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Well, that's definitely going to hit you. So you managed to.
Is it, Steven?
Well, the antennas don't partially disintegrate your shield, but you do still get hit by the
Bite.
or yeah the
What's
mandibles.
What's the AC?
21.
Okay. Can't be a 7.
6 points of damage,
Oh
bludgeoning.
man, I lost my hit points. My temporary max hit points.
Kind of crunches on your your covered arm.
Ow. That's it.
The pop and a snap and a crackle. Okay, Dylan.
All right. Since my spiritual weapon is already up there,
Yep.
we'll have it go first.
Sure.
AC 14
Yep.
for 5 points.
Nice.
And I need a DC 14 dex save, please.
Actually, 5 is enough to kill it.
Oh.
So your spiritual weapon kind of pulses its light. It catches kind of its antennas, and then the Nimbus takes it. The antennas kind of like burn down like little wicks, and then the rest of its body just kind of disintegrates in your magical light.
Did it drop any loot?
It did not drop any loot.
I tried.
All right. Do we see any others out there?
There are
It's a ton of little ones, right?
yes, there are a ton of little ones kind of pocked in the walls, but they do not seem to be awake or dormant. They must be in like a kind of pupal stage. They have not hatched.
So they're nice and flammable.
And how big
Jeez.
is this room?
Probably about. Well, it goes out beyond your light, but
Football.
when Scofa got kind of turned around, he thought he could see the edge, so it looks like probably 120 foot diameter.
Okay.
Compare that to a room I know.
It's a good.
Well, shall we proceed?
Like,
Well, everyone is
from
still
like
blessed.
Con
Yes.
convention,
Wait,
like one
it
side
was?
of the
It's
other.
fine.
No, the long
Well,
side.
Yeah,
almost
it's
everyone
probably
is blessed.
Yeah, I don't know.
My fault.
I'm
not sure.
I couldn't
Half
see.
of that.
Maybe.
You fell down into the pool.
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, real
Yeah, there's a big
numbers.
glowing thing in the pool.
Oh,
I think we should aim for that.
what did it look?
Is it flammable?
I mean,
I think everything's flammable here, including us.
I'm not flammable.
All right.
We
I'm going
will
to
be.
send my owl out to do a little scouting.
Okay. So your owl can see that there don't appear to be any more males at the moment. However, towards the back wall, there are additional kind of tunnels of 5 to 6 foot width that one could perhaps exit into another chamber, maybe.
So it looked like the same resiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the one you guys came out of. In the center of the pool is a kind of chitinous mound that is just barely sticking out of the water, maybe a foot and a half. And it is the size of this table. The part that's coming out of the water. You assume that the rest of it must be much bigger.
The part that's floating, does it look like it's alive?
It does move slightly,
So that's probably
kind of pulse or breathe or something like that.
So that's probably the queen.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Now, are we sure fire's not the answer?
I think I might be able to get out, but I think you guys are a little slow.
Well, okay, well, hold on. Now that brings up an interesting point.
Yeah.
If we leave and
Uh-huh.
then you do it,
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Well, if we want fire, we can rig something. That can be done.
Right.
Do
That's
we
true.
want to attack that or not?
Well, I guess that's what the robots want. I kind of look up into the air.
Any ghost robots appear?
Yeah, there's little kind of flickering images of them.
C-3PO's there.
You can see partially eaten. Like there's one kind of floating off to the side, this kind of blue hazy nimbus of a robot. It looks like he doesn't have his lower legs, and he just has one arm. And he's just kind of like looking kind of. He has a little bit more of a human face, so there's some expression. They're looking kind of like forlornly at the water. There's another one that is kind of mostly there, but there's a big old chunk kind of taken out of its chest, and it's kind of floating by and looking kind of like down at the water. And there's a couple other like smaller like utility kind of robots, kind of like a smaller size. They used to have like tracks or something and like
R2D2.
little arms. Yeah,
Not sponsored.
All right, then for our robot siblings.
So, but they're
Yeah.
nodding like, oh yeah, get
Yeah.
that one.
I mean, is there anything we want to save in here, or we just like the whole thing? I guess.
I mean, there might be some things in here we don't know. We haven't looked.
Do we know if the water's swimmable yet?
I have a feeling, but I don't know.
Having climbed up the kind of wally kind of area,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll a perception test for me.
Okay. 9.
No, never mind.
Stink dice at the corners of the table.
I'll actually let you roll one more time though, because you did get turned around and I sent you down
Okay.
a little bit the other way.
Use a good die.
13.
Okay. So intermittently there are small patches of bare wall.
It's a bear wall.
And so at one point this must have been some kind of chamber that was attached to the factory area.
Okay.
And it has just been like over time taken over by the
Can we kind of figure out what this was for?
you assume with the size of it being probably 40 feet exposed and not sure how much more. Any kind of clues to what it used to be are probably underwater.
Okay. Does that liquid look like it could be used for, I don't know, cleaning robots or something? I don't know. Or does it look like
The
it's
acid bath.
not supposed to be here?
Your instinct is that it's probably not supposed to be here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, so I guess they wanted revenge. We can just destroy everything, but so is there any parts that look like there could be any robot bodies or pieces stuck anywhere? Or I mean, I guess it could be under the water because it's all can't see.
That's true.
Yeah.
But well, does anybody have any idea if that's flammable? Should we test it? Guess we
And the
can
unseen servant's
Well,
still holding
get
it.
a little cup of it or something.
Scofa was just swimming in it. I'll take a look at Scofa, see if I can tell.
Um,
I've got herbalism. I don't know
Bring
if that
out
helps
my,
at all.
Yeah, bring out my shirt into like a cup or something.
this would be more like alchemy.
Okay.
Everything's alchemy.
Yeah.
Mistakes.
Oh,
Wait, hold on.
I
I'm a
have
robot.
2 flasks and stoppers that are empty.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna send a mage hand with an empty
Scoops 'em up.
flask to scoop them up.
Sure.
Alright.
I'm gonna say though, between the two of you combining survival and medicine, you might be able to come up with a clue. So either one of you can roll.
I
I've
think
got
your
medicine.
medicine's higher.
19.
Cool. Yeah, I set it at 16. So you don't think it's flammable. It seems to be like some kind of like amniotic fluid type deal. There, egg, like raw egg, was maybe like more accurate than you would have thought. You could probably like eat the stuff and like live off the amount of protein that's in it.
Oh.
Did you say that? Yeah. Shall taste them.
Okay.
I'll make that flask to you. Drink
Yeah,
this.
go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Drink this.
Okay.
It's good for you.
And because you're Orkindi, you get advantage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then. I was like, what do I have an asterisk? So, okay.
No.
21. Oh no, sorry, 11.
11?
Yeah.
Almost
you,
21.
you can't keep it down.
So,
So that one
Are we
didn't
bombing?
taste good.
or are we going to attack
Ed,
this thing?
I don't know if like spoiled eggnog.
Yeah.
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 Well, so here's
Wait, do I
Alright, so
like
we've
spoil
lost
it?
bless.
Yeah.
We've lost my spiritual weapon.
Okay, well, so it's probably going to be protected in the liquid then.
I wonder if we maybe like lit a chunk and threw it in there.
So from your 19, what probably happens is when the babies are ready to hatch, they climb down into the stuff. They feed until they're
Big little tadpole
grown
things
enough,
and-
and then
Yeah.
make their way out to
So the mother's producing this, maybe?
probably.
Gross. And the mother's huge.
If what's above the water is any indication, then yeah.
Something we can fight. And win?
It's hard to say. No one's ever fought a rust monster queen, but it might be, as is the case of queen bees or queen ants. They're usually defenseless without their workers.
Well, if we light it on fire, probably this stuff will fall down at least on the thing, and maybe it's susceptible to the smoke or whatever too. Maybe not. But at least we can try that. At least it would have to rebuild everything, and probably.
So we want to do fire and not attack directly?
Yeah, I mean, I just look at it. Does it look like pretty thick chitin that's sticking up out of the?
Well, if it can't follow us,
I guess. I mean, I just have this. I can throw rocks at it.
Yeah.
Or lasers, but I had to be kind of close. And then
we
that's
can run back and grab another crossbow. We'll take Moses' crossbow.
That's a simple weapon, right?
Crossbow?
Yeah.
You're a
Okay.
simple weapon.
All right.
What do you have?
Yeah, the hand crossbow and a regular crossbow.
Maybe we could try.
Do we have any grenades?
Are we gonna set this thing on fire anyways, though?
If this doesn't work,
Yeah. I mean, if we kill it.
might not need to.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I really like the fire idea, but there's just a lot of risk involved. Sora also brings up the point that there's loot.
Sora, why don't you lead us off?
Okay.
You're gonna note, like when you say I don't like the fire idea, a number of the robots kind of have a slow nod.
Okay.
That I like the fire idea, but that I don't.
They seem to be agreeing with you.
But the fire idea is the best way to go.
They don't like they don't like it either.
Fire bad.
All right.
They don't want their place burned down.
Yes.
So I guess with my 50 speed, I run back up and get my crossbow and go like that.
Be careful in the.
Oh, and I just try to bust through real quick.
Oh, come on.
If okay, so
Now, do we think if he's like covered in oil, he might?
I'm already covered.
Oh wait,
with
wait.
fluid,
If you're
yeah.
covered in the goo.
yes, okay, yeah. Actually, you find that the coating of the fluid
Yeah.
makes it so that the resin can't stick to you.
Oh.
Well, hey,
Will you get some more? So in
Yeah.
case we have to run out quickly.
Yeah.
punch it.
While he's running up to get the crossbow, Sora, if Sora doesn't mind,
Yeah.
Sora will get some of that fluid to kind of.
Yeah, we can just
Okay.
kind of start carving a pathway a little bit better.
All right. Okay, yeah. So over the next couple of minutes, you guys get enough to like
Stink
get
up.
yourself stinky and gooey.
Oh, this is really gross.
Yeah, it
This does
is.
not feel nice.
No,
It's
it's,
collecting in places I don't like.
I still have soap up in the wagon.
you do, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
Soap.
Oh, I have soap. I kept some in my backpack.
That makes sense.
You are
I have a lot more
It is pulling in my shoes and it doesn't
back in
feel good.
Brightfall. Yeah, I have one set in my backpack, and 10 were in the wagon in Brightfall.
Sure.
I still have the old list here.
So you have one big chunk of soap. Cool. All right, so you come back with the crossbow, and everyone is gooed up.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
I'm surprised it never budged. I mean, like, never came up to investigate.
probably just sleeping there.
The dads were dying.
We're beneath its notice.
okay, so what's the plan now? I'm not sure I understood.
Shoot it.
Shoot it.
Just shoot it.
Yeah.
All right.
Shoot it to
So
death.
you're gonna kick it off.
I think Sora.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think they
should be a
wanted me
sneak
to-
attack, right?
They wanted me to.
Sora's gonna initiate stuff.
Yeah.
All right, go for the
Okay.
go for the first hit.
And we're all shooting from above, right? So it should be high ground.
That's correct.
Oh my goodness.
Anakin,
No.
you have the low ground.
Oh, good. Good thing I got advantage because I rolled a 1 and a 19. All right, so 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Goes the sneak. Ooh, good. 10, 19 total.
All right.
I'll go next. What modifier?
Okay.
I didn't put stats for the crossbow.
It's D8.
Plus my attack bonus. Anything.
That,
Plus your dex.
It's dex, not strength.
no.
Are you sure?
Unless you throw the crossbow.
In that case, you need to get a bunch of javelins if you want your strength.
Yeah.
Or throwing axes, or
We're just rocks.
So 19.
19 hits.
Cool.
Didn't we find a spear thrower?
You did.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Do we have?
Three
spears?
damage.
Yeah. No.
Okay. So far you're just sending holes into this little kind of mini island that's in the middle of the thing, or
Okay.
sending like bolts or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to. I mean, it shudders a little bit when you hit it, but other than that, it doesn't seem to be doing anything.
You have to do mega damage.
I'm just going to send down a Sacred Flame,
Sure. And that's just a saving throw, right? Okay.
DC 14.
Okay. It's dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yeah, that's a mega failure.
3 points.
Okay.
I mean, I'll shoot it too, but I don't know if it matters. 15 for 6 points of damage.
Okay. So I need everyone
What row?
to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, row, Raggy. Go ahead. Bless again.
Ooh, sweet.
I'm going to try and get lucky again.
Oh, wait. Hold on. My shield does something dope.
I think you have to be targeted solely by it.
Oh.
Uh,
It targets me.
if you would normally take half damage, you can use your shield to take no damage if you make the save.
Yeah.
But this is not the case.
Yeah.
And remember, your luck is down 1 from spending it last
I
time.
only have +3 now.
22. Okay. DC was 15.
Nope.
Oh,
20.
missed by 1.
Okay, so Sora and Fender go into the drink
Oh boy.
as the kind of area that you're standing on collapses,
No.
and the entire kind of once muck thing that was the stairs / thing to climb up just kind of slides back down into the drink. And you two go with it. You guys manage to take a step back,
Okay.
keep your footing. But your two compatriots go into the water, and we can all roll initiative.
No, we're not.
They wore off. Okay.
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah.
I tried to rush things so we would be.
Trouble.
Okay, 2025.
24.
24, 24,
We're
20,
at 20 on
24.
the initiative.
Okay, anyone in that range? No, nobody else in that range. 15 to 20. Crickets. 10 to 15.
11.
All right. Jeez.
9.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, at least we got 9, 10, 11, right, guys?
Okay.
That's better than getting 20
Sora.
times.
All right, I'm gonna get out of there.
You are not sure, because of the brackishness of the water, you are not sure which way is up. So I need you to make me, what did I have you do before? Survival, yeah. Survival.
Oh boy.
Joke's on you. I don't need to breathe.
Oh, 19.
19, all right. So you figure which way is up. And you are... Okay. You're only 20 feet under. So you manage to swim to the surface. Yeah, anyway. You take a breath, and you're out. So you can see there's kind of like shaking going around in the whole room. It's like a minor earthquake.
Okay.
It's enough to kind of shake loose a lot of the detritus and stuff that's attached to the walls. You can see now the places that weren't carved into and made into little honeycombs for the babies. At one point was concrete.
Mm-hmm.
You can see areas where at one point they're probably a lot like long decayed now, but like kind of thick wire cables had been running along the ceiling and moving up into an area beyond. They seem to go towards a central point that must be under the water.
Okay. Say, these are ruins. I want to explore them. Let's do everything quick.
Wait, electrical cable? Maybe?
Who knows?
Yes.
Yeah, they're about this thick, somewhat decayed. Although you can still see there's kind of rotten fiber that's still mostly intact, but it doesn't look like it would take much to expose it.
Yeah.
Next is get out of the water before those get damaged.
Yeah.
Okay. No. So Sora, that was your action. Do you want to do anything other than move? You do not see a way. At least an easy way to get back up, because there is no longer that kind of grade that you could use to climb up. It's pretty sheer and kind of wet and slick.
Okay. There's no shoreline.
30 feet up to the there is like a 6 foot kind of edge
Okay.
to the entire room,
Okay.
but other than that,
All right. I'm gonna at least get out of the goo.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you start moving towards.
Out of the goo.
You move. Yeah, I think you're probably close enough to get to the little lip.
Excellent.
Okay. So you pull yourself up onto that.
Yay.
At the end of your turn.
Oh no.
Yeah, oh, no.
Eat the robot, not me.
Oh.
What? I didn't do that. I thought it.
Well, it's gonna
I heard it still.
Okay. So you feel
Got your DG.
pinches around your legs
No.
as you pull yourself out of the water.
Okay.
But other than that, nothing.
Oh, good.
Your crabs is back.
Gross.
Dylan's next.
And who was up here with me still?
Skofa.
And your unseen servant.
Mm-hmm.
Scofa have any rope?
Yeah.
You make a noose?
I
Wow.
try and take Scofa's rope and I look for a place to tie it so I can throw the rope down.
Okay.
You could probably just slap it on the.
Yeah, you could. So the resin is pocked, so you could actually probably loop it around or something. Secure it somewhat at least.
I had to move a rod stuck in there.
Oh, that's right. You do still have that.
Yeah.
So there's that. You can tie it around that.
Tie it, and I'll throw the rope down from them.
Okay.
Take my
In
round.
fact, I forgot you didn't even have to stick it in anything. You can put it in the air.
Yeah, you just click.
Yeah. But,
Cool.
All right. Fender.
What's my story?
So you are also underwater,
Right.
20 feet under. And you do not. Okay, but you don't breathe.
Sure don't.
So you don't necessarily have to go to the surface.
What do I see?
It's pretty brackish. You think if you tried to like thin out the goo in a certain area, you could probably see a little bit ahead of you.
Okay.
But otherwise, you should just move around blindly.
Can I tell which way is up?
Survival.
I mean, I probably fell straight down. No, 12.
You
Yeah.
can tell which way's up.
Okay. Well, I'll stay horizontal.
Okay.
Just gonna-
Just kind of stay in the kind of same position you are.
well, no, going forward towards the. Well, I guess I would know how short it is, right? Well, take a guess. Try and start. I don't know. How do you not meta that?
Lot tickets.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess.
probably. Yeah.
7.
Nope. Okay.
So I think.
So you start paddling, but you did or didn't surface.
I did not surface.
Okay.
I'm still underwater.
Okay, cool. All right.
Sword's out. I still had I still had my sword and shield out. So I'm kind of trying to paddle with the sword.
So after your turn,
Never my turn?
and for anyone watching, these are lair actions that are happening.
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm on 9. So I didn't go.
Right. So at the end of your turn, the water shudders.
I guess I would have gone 60 feet. Would have dashed.
Right.
It's like jiggly jello.
If you can, I don't know.
If I didn't find it immediately, I would have turned back the other way.
It might be difficult. I don't know.
Sure.
Mhm.
But I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I'm good at that one.
Yeah, it's one of your jams. Or not.
It's 14.
Okay, you missed by 1.
Really?
Okay. So you are pulled towards, you're not sure, but further in it feels like. And you can actually feel your feet hit the bottom.
Cool.
I
Stab.
There
Reflexive.
there are bits of your brethren at your feet.
I throw up.
So you digitally do the version of throwing up.
Nuts and bolts.
That's not good. All I can think of is like Bender throwing up nuts and bolts and pooping out a brick or something, like an actual brick. But yeah, you are on the ground.
Well, that's good.
And
Got that going.
Something brushes your leg for a moment, and it feels like
Swords.
like a snake or something, like a it's like this big around, and the biggest thing I can think of is all these Star Wars references that you don't know.
Eye socket monster. In the pit.
In the trash compactor.
Yeah.
Dianoga. Yeah.
Yeah, something kind of brushes past your leg. But that was it for that
C-3PO
one.
washes by.
I'm getting flashes like Red Sonja like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah, you know what that is, right?
yeah.
So Scofa, it's your turn.
All right.
Jump in, it's fine. No, it's not.
Shoot it again, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
The rope's already there, right?
Mhm.
So, not a whole lot else I can do. That is a 12. Oh no, 14.
Yeah, that is.
All right, so 4 damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait, actually, so one. No, that's right. Yeah, 4 damage. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay.
What do I see? Do I see any movement? Or anything?
You can see that the for a moment the water started to kind of scroll.
And I saw a sword get out.
You saw a sword get out, and you can see little bits of kind of minor wakes kind of move around in different spots in the pool. The humming that you felt before increases a little bit, and now you can a little bit feel it in your molars.
Okay. Does it have a source, or is it just kind of everywhere?
Just kind of around.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess I'll just try to see if I can sense more about it, but reach out with my feelings.
Sure. Go ahead and roll insight.
Okay.
Roll a feelings check.
Feelings.
Roll for
Oh, cool.
feelings.
That's fine.
Yeah.
24.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
My feelings tell me.
There is definitely something coming from those cables.
Something coming from the cables. Like
Energy.
energy's flowing through it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Live wires.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I said we should use those cables once Fender gets out of there.
If Fender gets out of there.
Dun dun dun.
Are they anywhere nearby us or to cut?
You would have to kind of climb across the wall to reach one, or kind of go back down onto that little lip that
Is it
circles the
near
room.
Sora?
There is one that is 30 feet away from Sora.
Okay. So I'll yell down to you. See if you can cut one of those cables when Fender comes up. There's live energy coming through there.
Cut it with what?
I don't know. A blade?
Yeah, you have that
Won't that
piece of
shock
chitin.
me too?
Oh. Hmm.
To get out of the water.
Well,
How about I shoot it?
yeah, I don't know if that'll help. You could try.
If you use the chitin, I mean, I think you'd be fine.
Well, how big is it? Does it look like if I got down there, I could rip it out?
It's hard to say without trying. It is about that big around,
Okay.
and partially in the wall. Looks like there's a groove that it's set into.
Okay. Well then, I guess I'll start climbing down the rope then.
Okay, sure,
So I just didn't attack. So.
cool. All right.
How far down is it?
The
The rope to go down.
what do you mean?
Well, how far down is the ground from where we are?
30 feet.
Oh, okay. So I can make it down. Okay.
Yeah, to get down, to drop down onto that little lip, it's 30 feet up from the tunnel.
Okay. And then I could go another 20 feet towards the cable.
Sure. Okay.
Or so how far away from it am I at that point?
How far did it say it was from? Sora?
30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah.
So it would be like, I don't know, 10 feet away from you then. If you move fast, Sora.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that change your...
Nah, I mean, I can't really make a reaction. I still have to move. Yeah, it wouldn't help. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So at the end of your turn...
Yeah.
There's another shutter,
Oh no.
and I need Dolan to make a dexterity saving throw again.
I'm gonna go luck again.
Okay. Just spending that luck.
Yeah, I've still got +3. I'm down to a 16 now.
Sure.
Yeah, it's down to 17, 16. Yeah.
Didn't
Oh,
matter.
6.
It's not a 13 though, so there's no extra effect. All right. So what happens is the minor kind of earthquake shakes loose some of the kind of detritus in the tunnel behind you, and kind of like partially collapses it.
Oh no.
So you definitely would have to squeeze to get back out the way you can. It's not impassable, but it's rough.
Just be covered in goo and you're good.
All right. And then
No one then.
on one,
No.
Fendi boy, Fenderoni, Fenderific, Fenderonimo.
That's too many dice for you to be rolling. Well, looks like only one does it. Unless it's a huge plus.
17 at you?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, then you only take 1 point of damage. As again, like little kind of pinches around your legs. And since you're immersed in it, you can see the young larvae are kind of like swimming towards you and starting to swarm you.
Oh no.
That's bad.
Only one of them managed to kind of like latch on and kind of try to tear away the cloth.
This is bad.
Yep. The one positive though that all the kind of movement has made it a little bit easier to see.
Is there an underground
And
hidey hole?
just ahead of you, so you can see large kind of legs, just kind of canopied over you. There's, I don't know, like 10 of them within sight.
Okay.
And you can see bits of the queen, which is mostly just an immense kind of abdomen. You can't even see like the rest of its body. It's like so kind of full of eggs. It's just a swollen kind of pod on like stands, basically underwater. And kind of just below it is what it like. And I want to say that's like 15 feet away from you is what appears to be some kind of terminal that is just barely on. You can kind of just see like this kind of ambery, kind of green, very dim glow from what at one point was a view screen. And it's got kind of goo kind of floating around it and stuff, but it looks like even though it's immersed, it looks like it's at least still partially functional.
Okay. It's not my turn. So. We'll have to address
That's all that happens there. Next is Sora.
All right. So I've successfully climbed out onto the shore.
You're on the lip, yeah.
Okay.
And Scopa
Scopa
is
just
10,
ran
10,
past me, right?
10 feet ahead of you, yeah.
Okay. Where you going?
Get in the cable.
Okay. I'll shoot it.
You shoot the cable?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
See, no advantage here, right?
Certainly not.
So are you trying to shoot it just to get it exposed? Are you
Yeah.
trying to like expose at a certain point, or are you just like anywhere?
I want to expose it so it's at his level, so that when he goes to cut
His
it,
kind of height? Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, go for it.
20.
Nice.
with that.
Yeah,
Natural 20.
definitely a hit. Oh, was it natural 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll damage.
Oh.
The arrow kind of shears off a flake, and you can see a bundle of mostly intact live wires just kind of humming beneath this kind of well, it was like old like caked like kind of foam insulation that just needed a little bit of a push to kind of flake off. So there's these like hundreds of bound wires together, kind of humming with energy beneath.
Ooh. All right.
Anything else?
Saving bonus actions could be dodge, hide, or disengage, or dash, hide, or disengage.
Mhm.
Is there anywhere I can hide?
Under the water, maybe.
Ugh, nah. This is gross. Alright. I will. I'll shift 10 feet closer to Scopa and call it good.
Okay. Cool.
Alright.
All right. At the end of your turn, anyone on the lip, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. Dang it.
Oh, that's me, right?
No.
You're still up above.
Woo. 18.
20.
Okay, you guys managed to keep your footing as the room shudders a little bit, but you don't slip into the goo.
Yay.
All right, Delwyn's next.
I'm going to brace myself on the movable rod, so I have a little
Gotcha.
something to hold on to in
Sure.
case stuff shakes. And then with the free hand, I'm going to spiritual weapon.
All right.
I'll just send it right over the big mass. AC 20.
Definitely hits.
9 points.
Okay. Sears into it a little bit. It shudders again.
And since that's a bonus action, as my regular action, a DC 14 dex save.
Okay, cool. Nope. It's a second too.
And that was 4.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Then once I'm done casting it, put both hands on it. Just
Sure.
a firm grip.
Fair enough. All right.
2 hands.
Next is Fender.
Do I see any like doors or hatches or anything like that I could try and escape through?
Well, your visibility is only about 15 feet right now, so not really, no.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Can I make my way over to the terminal?
Mm-hmm.
Anything flashing on the screen, like confirm destruction of chambers and things? Confirm
Give
release.
me a perception roll to make it out.
Cool. 20, not natural.
Nice. Okay. It's flashing in kind of a kind of old school alarm clock text. Reboot ?
Enter.
Okay, so you kind of slam your hand down on the panel. There is a kind of shudder as there's almost an explosion of energy. There's no force. It knocks you back a little bit, but there's like no pressure other than like there's like a kind of ring of energy that kind of ripples across the water out from the thing. And you can roll 8d6 for me.
All right. 5. One more. Gracias. Let's see. 10, 20, 30.
30. Cool.
So, good die.
This is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best I've ever rolled with D6s.
Okay. So that actually causes the queen to move. As you can with your survival, you can only guess that it had been it picked this spot because it's warm, and it had been drawing energy from this thing because it's still active. Rebooting and thus kind of sending this kind of surge has caused it to maybe rethink its position as it almost starts to stagger away towards the back of the room, causing this kind of minor wake. And you're pulled a little bit forward because its sheer mass kind of creates a little bit of a suction.
I want to,
but it's definitely hurting, and you can see this kind of blue orange blood goo from little kind of blistery wounds that have appeared over its massive abdomen.
can I use my action to defend?
Sure.
Dodge or whatever.
Sure.
Can I use my bonus action?
Yeah, you're
to try and
throwing up your shield.
shield it. Bonus action or no?
It's not actually attacking you.
No, but my push.
Oh,
Or maybe I guess we could say the bonus action was hitting. Reboot.
Yeah.
I think.
Probably.
Probably too much.
Okay. Anyway, so that was Fender. Next is Kofa.
Dope.
Okay.
So there's an exposed wire.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. I don't know.
Well, if your mom taught you anything, it's always play near exposed wires.
All right. I'm gonna put the signal whistle around my neck and put it in my mouth. Grab the cable, both hands, and use my eye laser to try to shear it free.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll intelligence.
Intelligence?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're a best stat, right?
Yep. Oh, that's 0. 16.
Nice.
Huh.
Okay, yeah. You shear it free.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a flicker in the kind of energy and light in the room.
Yeah.
But you have this thing, and it's kind of crackling at the end. I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw though for me.
Okay.
Ooh.
18.
18. Okay, cool. You will take 5 points of lightning damage.
Yeah. Okay.
It charges up your leg.
Yeah. Yeah, do I have resistance to?
No, nope, sorry.
So then once I have it, I'm just going to blow the signal whistle as loud as I can. I don't think it's going to go through the water, but I don't know. It's the loudest noise
If
I
you were
can make.
underwater, it could carry,
Right.
but because you're not,
Yeah.
he's not gonna be able to hear it. No.
Okay.
Are you sure?
This is the loudest thing I can think of.
Are you sure? Are you sure with the 22?
Was it what perception?
Perception?
Yeah, actually with a 22, sure. You can hear a little bit
What
something.
is that? That's weird.
Okay, and then you do what?
I'm going to wait for him to pop up. Once he does, I'll shove it in the water.
Shove it into the water?
Wait, yeah.
I would wait until I get out of the water. Not just pop out.
Right, yeah.
No, he wants to see the agony.
That's fair.
All right. So that was Scofa.
It.
Chapter
2.
Yeah, it chapter 2. So you're gonna get swarmed again,
But I'm defending.
right? So these will be all at disadvantage.
Do you want to borrow a couple?
I'll just do it like this.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's enough.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay. No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no one manages to lash onto you.
So yeah, just keep.
But they are like tearing up your clothes.
No. I'll be naked.
Naked robot. Oh no. All right. So that's that.
He had like 2 20s in there.
I know. Good thing it was a disadvantage.
Yes.
All right. So back around to Sora.
Good job, me.
Okay.
Defense.
So I saw like the cables zapped him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, well, I'm done with that.
Mhm.
He said the beast was moving toward the far edge of the room.
Mhm.
So the big lump I see is moving.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually kind of rises up a little bit out of the water. So now it's like about this much out of the water.
Shoot it.
Sure, go for it.
Shoot her!
Right.
Right?
5, 6 is 11.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
All right.
Its armor class is 8.
Excellent.
No Jurassic Park?
Ooh,
Shoot her!
6 piercing.
Nothing?
Okay, and sneak.
And
Higher ground.
You have the high ground. Shoot her!
9 more.
All right, 17. So that's okay. Right.
Not dying.
Dylan.
All right. I'm going to take one hand off so I can do my gesturing for a
Mhm.
moment. So I'll do the
Your rude gestures.
Spiritual weapon.
we'll do the
The save
sacred
first.
flame first.
Okay.
1 point.
If it is.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Okay. And then now the spiritual weapon. Is that? Oh no! Oh no!
It flips it off.
Yeah.
It just flips you off.
Yeah, it pulses a split second too soon for it to hit. All right, Fender, you're up.
Well, I can see which way is up, right?
Mhm.
But I still have how far from either side?
You're pretty much in the dead center right now.
Yeah. So it'd be 30 feet or 60 feet?
60 feet. To get to a shore, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be making my way downtown, but still dodging.
Sure.
30 feet.
All right. Cool.
Dodging my way downtown.
Gee, thanks for that.
At the end of your turn, anyone who's on the shore, dexterity saving throw.
16.
Okay, so can I
Okay.
use,
Well,
like press your luck or something? Can I use luck if I
Let's take a
fail?
look
Or-
at luck.
Yeah, how do I do that?
Get a
he
fumble.
needs to save.
Why are you like this?
I was dropped just the wrong amount of
So
times.
no, unfortunately, you cannot.
No.
You could have substituted your luck roll, but I don't know that would have been beneficial to you necessarily. Okay.
7. I guess I plunge in with the electrical
Yep.
thing.
Okay. So
You don't let go?
there's good news and there's bad news.
It's gonna be, I don't think if I let go, it's gonna help. But yeah, I will let go.
So like I said, there's good news and there's bad news.
Yeah.
You guys are probably going to kill the creature,
Okay.
but
Everybody.
probably going to take a lot of damage.
How much
Good thing I'm
experience do I get?
defending.
Well, I haven't blessed yet. I was saving my last
Yeah.
one for a healing word if need be.
It's not gonna do nothing. You know.
So you guys are going to both roll dexterity saving throws.
So with me?
Mhm.
Okay. Who's dead?
Of some consolation to you,
10.
technically because of your shield proficiency, like if you had made it, you instead of taking half, you'd take none. But
Yeah. So what's that 4 gonna do for that?
unfortunately, and so you what'd you get?
Unfortunately,
10. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, it's rolling them again.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Thanks,
not,
Scofa.
that's not great.
Oh, he's rolling them again.
Well, somebody didn't get out of the water.
Someone should have been busy hitting the monster instead of
I
picking up
was.
dumb wires.
So it's not as bad as it could have been. I actually rolled pretty bad.
Alright.
So you take. Actually, you both take full.
Yeah.
So you take both. They take 18 lightning damage,
Okay.
That's not bad.
and for you, because it was lightning, and this is the first time we got to do this,
Oh no.
And
you get what is essentially a wild magic effect.
can you roll 100?
Yeah, go ahead and roll d100 for me.
72.
72. Huh. Okay.
You immediately teleport to a safe location. Wow, all right.
So you feel supercharged,
Well, naturally.
and some kind of failsafe kicks off in you. And for the next 6 hours, you have resistance to lightning damage.
Nice.
Cool. Hey, drop it in a... Oh, sorry.
The other thing that happens
Yeah.
is the creature takes 19 as 18 as well.
Oh, I'm not going to bother writing it down. I'm not going to remember.
And the majority of the fluid becomes semi-solid
Oh.
Oh, God.
as it is cooked.
Yeah.
You're essentially now swimming in scrambled eggs. So the both of you
Yeah.
are essentially swimming in scrambled eggs now.
Is it,
Way
it's like,
out.
Is it
like
delicious?
Jell-O kind of?
It's not scrambled, though. That's the issue.
I mean, yeah, it's
Fried egg
like
whites?
kind of
Yeah, fried.
partially cooked. So it's more sticky and harder to move through, but the volume is less because of the heat and drying it up and stuff. And it smells
Better?
Like farts?
Question mark?
Question mark? Yeah, there's a definite like kind of methane smell to it.
Okay.
So fire's definitely the answer.
But the shockwave sends the creature the rest of the way to the wall, and is now just kind of like the part of it that's exposed has kind of dried and cracked open, and there are hundreds of little rust monster eggs, some of which may still be viable, but the majority probably not.
Fried eggs. Or poached eggs. Yeah.
If we killed them, that means they were poached, right? Because we poached them?
And with your victory, that's probably, I mean, because we're a little bit over time, that's probably a good place to stop for the night.
Okay.
We can go over the repercussions and the cleanup
Yeah.
next time, where you can find if there's any loot. There's definitely like kind of collective electrical sigh as the kind of robot ghosts start to conglomerate on this room.
That's how we spookily end.
And that's how we cut away. Thanks for everyone who is watching. There's interesting, fun, and a little bit silly night tonight. I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't sure how that was going to go. But it was good.
Yeah.
So this has been Kicking the Door. Thanks for watching our fun adventures of D&D. I have been Steven, your dungeon master.
I will be Devlin.
That's Ant.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
damn it.
that's not.
Eric.
Thanks for joining us. I hope you guys can come join us next time too for more hijinks and fun and hopefully less eggs.
Or more eggs.
Or more eggs.
Real eggs.
Thanks again. Have a good night.
Bye.
Kicking the door!